Wasting some time here with the Tier 7 Pensacola World of Warships, the American cruiser line. You know, on the most part, for the most part, I like the Pensacola. It's a good ship. My main complaint, like probably most everybody else's complaint, is the complete lack of armor. But you know, it's a fun ship. I do like the armament on it. It does have the 203 203mm guns, or 8-inch guns. I really do like them. The shell velocity is really nice. The firing arc and all that, it's good. You can get some citadels on enemy cruisers. That's usually what I like to do. Go after enemy cruisers with the yield APs, and you know, sometimes even battleships I'll just shoot AP at, and you'll get decent damage rolls a lot of time. But it really does depend on the range to the battleship. If it's going to hit the belt armor, if you're just aiming for superstructure, or what they call plunging shots in this game. It's not really plunging fire at the ranges we play, but you know, that's a different subject. Anyways, I do like the rudder shift time increase on this ship. Decrease on this, so it is more maneuverable. The turret rotation time is 30 seconds with all the upgrades on it, which isn't too bad. I used to have the main battery modification 2 to actually be able to maneuver and fire, because when you first get this, it's 45 seconds for turret rotation, which is way too slow, and you just get filled full of holes and your ship just sinks, which is not fun. The extended range, 15.7 kilometers, not bad. It does have pretty good AA. I feel like 4 tier, it's not as good as the Cleveland's, but it's still good enough to shoot plenty of planes down. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Come back and see me. Alrighty then, Tier 7 Pensacola on north with Queso. I'm in Pensacola, he's in the Miyoko. Both Tier 7 cruisers. We're going to see what we can get done. I'm headed over to him, he's headed over to me. We're going to meet up in the middle somewhere and see if we can blow some stuff up. Anyways, I like the Pensacola. If I can make the words come out of my face sometimes. So I like the Pensacola. It's a good ship. It's just, it's a really big and abrupt change from the Cleveland. And I mean, I know, hey, you get 8-inch guns over 6-inch guns. That's great and all, but just the sheer shock of going from decent armor, which before they took the armor's values out and didn't show them anymore. So the armor on the Cleveland was 176 millimeters, and the armor on the Pensacola is 76, and that's at the belt line. So the armor belt, that's really, really, really terrible. Yeah, it's Tier 7. Anybody can. I mean, a Tier 4 destroyer within 6 kilometers. I mean, he can freaking. Oh, yeah, 6 kilometers. He can pin you. He can pin your citadels, a destroyer, at 6K. I mean, it's just silly. A lot of people don't know about destroyers. I mean, the American guns and the Japanese guns, if you show them a flat side, they can get, and I mean, they will get citadel hits on you. But it's just really kind of silly. I mean, they have Omaha and Phoenix armor on this Tier 7 Pensacola. And yeah, I get that. I mean, it's gameplay. It's kind of balanced out. The guns are really good. I really like the guns. It's just that's a really, really big change that a lot of people don't really get. You have to kind of stay, to be successful in this, in my opinion, you have to stay at range. I don't like engaging things, and I will run away from people if they get within 12K. I don't want to be closer than that. I want to stay far enough to where when you shoot at me, I can start maneuvering. And I do have the indication, there it is, the incoming announcement, so I can start turning into this guy, Mogami, another good Tier 8 cruiser, or Tier 7. Anyways, first round's out, target's up, and I really like the dispersion on these guns. The shell travel time is decent at 9 seconds, and there's the first citadel hit. Hit 4 out of 5 rounds I fired. And of course there was a bit of a whiff with just 1 round hit. Really concerned about these torpedo bombers coming in, turning away a bit. And there's another citadel. That's what I really like about the Pensacola's guns against other cruisers. Make the entire turnaround here, go back out. The most of the enemy team is headed out to the west here towards the 1 line. And Queso and I are about to make the turn back around. That Colorado's getting messed up by the, I believe it was a Shokaku. And you have to forgive me, I don't have the end screen on this one. It's kind of a failure on my part. I apologize. I need to get used to screenshotting the end screen there if I'm going to do it on the replay, because I wasn't recording while Queso and I were playing. But I do have the replay. Anyway, it's got some nice hits in. I really do like this ship. I do have the every bit of equipment and captain skills on this thing that can help with the turret rotation, because I really, really hate slow turret rotation. And in Atlanta decides that he wants to die immediately by coming up the 4 line. Had a lot of ships. And it looks like he already just got citadeled. I put my my shells in there, get another citadel too. This guy's just getting wrecked left and right. And then he decides, nope, I don't want any more, but it's too late. This is happening. And you can just go blow up, sir. Nice kill. Anyway, Queso says I still kill from him, which even if I do, I'm okay with that. And I shoot a lot of AP at a lot of ships in the Pensacola. Maybe just because I don't have the fire skill. I'm probably not going to put the fire skill on any of my American cruisers. Mainly just try to get the old AP hits. The Colorado does burn pretty easy. I should have switched to HE for him, because he does seem to catch fire like he is drenched in some napalm. Anyways, I really like the shell dispersion. Like I think I already said that, but it's nice and tight. That was just some spalling damage on 5 hits. It's just terrible. Send out some friendly fire, because I'm a nice guy, to the Atlanta over there. Believe I completely whiff on the Atlanta, but hey, that's a Mogami. I citadel twice in the beginning of the match. He's doing the exact same thing again, showing a complete broadside, not maneuvering to 2 cruisers. Just bad news.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Just not good news. The enemy carrier, Vami, he's talking a bit of the old smack in the chat, as people tend to do, which I find amusing for the most part. And just shell dispersion, perfect, right in the middle of the ship. I should have been, yeah. I mean, I probably would have killed the guy by now if I had been using AP. No, AP, HE. He probably would have caught fire a few times. Now we have another kill number 3. And in New Mexico, and some dive bombers and torpedo bombers coming at Queso and his Yoko. And I'm trying to kind of head towards him because I have better AA. And I'm waiting to pop my skill so he can kind of hopefully not get torpedoed. And I'm waiting for those torpedo bombers to get close enough to where I can affect them and they're on their attack run, which I'm thinking is right now, so I pop it. But yeah, that enemy carrier player was a bit indecisive. You may have just heard the bounce I got off the New Mexico. Again, I should have switched to HE for New Mexico and Colorado. Still get decent damage on him though. And finally, that guy sends his torpedo bombers in.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Get 9 hits on the New Mexico. Turn away. So I think after you get good at shooting with the Pensacola, I mean, it just seems really reliable with the shot dispersion and the hits you get. I thought that the carrier right there had just launched his torpedoes. Still trying to get close to Queso. Shoot some torpedoes. Bombers down. He finally launches. Excuse me. No, I thought he launched. Seems like he had like about 3 aborted launches. A bit of desync right there. And he just got completely messed up by enemy fighters. know, seeing where that torpedo is going, trying to swing my butt around it. Pensacola is more maneuverable than the Cleveland, but that New Mexico just got a really nice hit on me. I was trying my luck a bit too much with him. Leaves me at really low health and really vulnerable to. I mean, one more Citadel and like a shell hit. That's done for me. This is when I do the. I'm gonna take my ball and go home, run away. Finally switched to HE to try to get this these guys on fire. 3 battleships over here. Angling in to support our battleship. He does a pretty good job. I mean, I like that Queso and I are having to fight these 3 battleships, and he decides to go in. Get a nice hit on that New Mexico, and I'm angling in. I wanted to kind of stay close to the North Carolina, but the New Mexico is he's not a fan of me, so I turn in. Dip under all but one shell that hits me like right in the top of the superstructure. And I am out of water. And I'm thirsty. That sucks. Anyways, enemy Atlanta coming in here at our North Carolina. And this is my fault. I'm not close enough to that North Carolina to actually support him. From all those fighters, I should have been within about 2K of him. Now I finally decided, oh, maybe I should get closer, or maybe I should do something, but I am worried about that Atlanta too. And he eats some torpedoes. Just one. The enemy carrier player, he was not on his game, or he's just not that great. And there's an Atlanta. We try to kill that guy. We killed the New Mexico. The North Carolina just took out the Atlanta. Burned down that New Mexico in a friendly sort of way. And too late, I do notice that the Mayhem down there just killed one of our carriers, the Independence. And now hey, it's a bit late. But Mr. Archer, that Independence right there, I don't know why he did what he did, but he is completely stationary for whatever reason. Sometimes it's better not to actually question why somebody does something, because it's probably not a good enough reason to not get pissed off about. Maybe disconnected. That'd be the best reason why you're just sitting there not doing anything.
Ready for takeoff.
Anyways, trying to kill this Mayhem, but he just killed our other carrier. I mean, it's a good play on him. He must have been going around the one line the entire game. You know what I mean? Just sneaking around that side there. Or I don't recall where he came from. He's a sneaky fellow, though. Anyways, turn back in. I didn't get to kill. The other gentleman did. Good on you, other friendly cruiser. Ever young, yeah, that's what he has to think. And we're capping the enemy base, which is always fun to do on fault line, especially if the person capturing actually knows how to capture a base. Queso, he's in Miyoko. His name is Queso. He is getting harassed by the old enemy dive bombers. The Japanese cruisers, they just really don't have good enough AA to kill enough fighters to make a really big difference, you know. I mean, they'll kill a few, but they this doesn't seem like they'll wipe out a squadron quite as easy as an American cruiser, but that's as intended. I'm trying to get to this Fuso in front of me, so hopefully I can help him with the his impending doom. But not to worry. The enemy Fuso decides to end his pain before he gets torpedoed. That Fuso, he's right at the edge of my range. I'm not gonna be able to get him. And also, he's
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on
sending
normal
out
alert.
the fire at me. Gets me with one good round. Turn into that one too. I really like the maneuverability of this, and since I try to stay at such a range, and I find turning into people's fire to be the most effective way to dodge it most of the time. Because if you turn away, that just means you're more likely to get hit in the butt. Turn into it again, and he completely just really overcorrected there, so he misses me again. And that's the only problem with turning in, is that you do close the distance with him, then you have to turn out. Because I'll stay at this fighting distance with a battleship. I'm okay with that, but I don't want to get any closer. Hit him right in the superstructure there. And hey, friendly's capped base there. That's always fun too. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry I didn't get the screenshots of the damage though, but it was around, I believe it was around 75,000 damage, 4 kills, and those 5 Citadel hits. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Come back and see me.